Well, we're back. We're back. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. I'm telling you.
Well, this is the home stretch now. This is the time when we get a great musical artist to come on the show and hear some great music. And we've got our special guest for the day. There he is.
Yes, Mr. Lazah, current legendary reggae artist. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very pleasant good afternoon to you both. You know, it's nice to be here. Good program. I'm loving it. Okay.
Okay. Now,
no, I'm here.
are you down in Jamaica? You look like you're dressed for Jamaica.
Normally. What was that? I missed that.
Oh, I just said it looks like you're dressed for Jamaica.
At the moment, you know, I'm a little bit comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you look like it.
Give thanks.
Well, we're comfortable here, only from the waist down.
You know what? I was watching a school program yesterday, right? And the children were being taught by the teacher, and it's really crazy. But a lady was naked, and it's like a Zoom kind of thing, like this here, where you know the people can see, you know what I mean, they see each other, and they posted it up on Facebook where the lady went around and she got shown in the camera, and she was totally naked, and this teacher is going, "Oh no, who's that naked lady on camera?" So like I'm just showing you my upper body.
So well, we can let you get back to the teaching after the interview.
Did they cut it off though? Did they cut off the episode?
Oh, right away, yes.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't long before it was off. You know, it was like crazy. Like, wow, you know, like the things that can happen with this, especially when you're dealing with youngsters, right? And it's amazing that she wasn't aware of the fact that her youngster is actually on camera and doing the thing, you know, doing the school thing.
Right.
Yeah, you know, so. But you know, it's an awareness that you know, I think most of this kind of thing should have. You know, that when youngsters are on, you know, you got to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But Lazah, can you tell everybody where you're from? Because everybody's maybe people that know you're from, but everybody else who doesn't know you.
Well, I was born in Jamaica, right, and spent my up until around 10 or so in Jamaica. I spent time there, but then I came to Canada. So I've been here since way back in the past there. So I spent most of my time here until 2003. Then I went back to Jamaica, and you know, I've been actually back and forth from Jamaica to Canada since that time. Since last year, though, I've been here due to the fact that I have my son with me, and he's slightly autistic, right? So, you know, like he's a little bit like his speech. He has a speech impediment. So I'm here to, you know, access some of the resources for him. So I'm kind of stuck here for the moment. But normally, I'll be looking forward to going back home to Jamaica after spending the summer here in Toronto.
Oh,
well, that's good. So you get like good weather all year round.
Well, you know, like it comes with the business. You know, like as an artist, you know that we got to be in the studio, and reggae music, the mecca of reggae is in Jamaica. So you know, when I go back home, it's normally to get some work done, be in the studio, and you know what I mean, spend time also with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we know you sang and you sing with a lot of major people in you know, a lot of your videos and a lot of your music. And I'm telling you, we're just so, you know, happy to have you on here today, even get you on at your home. Everybody is seeing Lazah Current live and direct. I'm telling you. people were calling me and emailing. Oh my God, is he really coming on? I said yes.
I'm here. Blessed love. You know, I want to say greetings to all the people who are actually watching now. You know, I mean, I forgot my manners. You know, lots of love goes out to each and everyone out there now who is viewing this program. Lazah current said that.
Well, you know what I would love to do, because we got two videos lined up. I would love to hear one of them. I would love to hear the music, and then we can come back and chat about it. And we got the song Lately ready to go. Is there anything you want to introduce the song to anyone to say about that?
Well, lately I worked with a company back. In fact, it's on my sophomore album. It's called Better Tomorrow. And I had some people that I was working with in New York, DJT promotion. And they actually got the album, took on the album and signed me to a deal with them. And Lately is one of the videos that was actually taken from that particular album. The album is called Better Tomorrow, right? And this song is about, you know, I mean, a lady, you know, you're in love and all of a sudden, you know, you don't see her for a while, you know, and then she returns, you know what I mean? So the song is called Lately, I Don't Really See You. And I haven't seen it for a while.
So did she leave you?
Huh?
You wrote the song, did she leave you, or what happened? Because everybody's gonna ask me, you don't have to say specific.
No, it was somebody that, you know, like I was friends with, and you know, we would visit each other, and then all of a sudden she just disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for a while she was gone. And then she came back, and then the idea came to, you know, later.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, let's watch this.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear this, and we'll come back and chat a little bit more with Lazah. So here we go.
Whoa, na 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 na. Yeah, this one is for a special lady. Oh, she's my best friend. Oh yeah, yes. Oh na na na. Whoa, oh, hey. Is it that you get too busy? Why you don't remember your friends? Girl, you used to come around, yeah. Now you under false pretense, yeah. Something is going on that you don't want nobody else to know about. It's like you don't trust I no more, for reasons I'm not too sure. Hey, lately I don't see you. You used to come around. I was always thinking that you'd wear my Empress crown, girl. Lately I don't see you. You used to come around, but lately you've been staying away. Tell me what's going down. Girl, did you hear something that you shouldn't hear? Did you see something that I'm not aware of? Do you wanna share those feelings you have inside with me? I'm here to calm your fear. Don't walk away, my heart you tear. Girl, I'll be here for you. You know it's true, I love you. Listen to my point of view. My words are long overdue. Yes, lately I don't see you. You used to come around. I was always thinking that you'd wear my Empress crown. Lately I don't see you. You used to come around, but lately you've been staying away. Tell me what's going down. Girl, won't you let it be like the way it used to be? Cause the way it used to be is the way I prefer. I'm not selfish, but your character shine in your presence every time, so I make it lesser. Girl, when you are around, there's so much pleasure. Me not see no other girl who can measure. That is the reason why I'm so adamant. Woman, why do you put up resistance? Hey, lately I don't see you. You used to come around. I was always thinking that you'd wear my Empress crown. Lately I don't see you. You used to come around, but lately what's going down. Is it that you get too busy? Why you don't remember your friends? Girl, you used to come around, yes. Now you wonder false pretense. Whoa, something is going on that you don't want nobody else to know about. It's like you don't trust I no more, for reasons I'm not too sure. Hey, lately I don't see you. You used to come around. I was always thinking that you'd wear my Empress crown.
Wow.
Yeah, that was some good stuff.
Yeah, so, you know, that song did quite well, very, very well in Jamaica. You know what I mean? If there was a song that really got Lazah Current on the map, particularly in Jamaica, this is a song that did it. It received a substantial amount of airplay on the on Irie FM and many other radio stations, Sun City in Portmore, and all over the country. And also the video received a lot of play on all the outlets in Jamaica. So I'm very proud of that song. It did a lot for me. And being that Irie FM is worldwide, you know, the world got to know Lazah Current from that particular song, really.
Well,
that was the first one. That's the first one.
Well, we can see you can do some dance moves in there.
I don't know, you know, when music hits, you know, you gotta move, you know what I mean? So,
we can feel it. We can feel it with the video. But, you know, you're Rastafari, right? And please, if I didn't pronounce it right, because I'm not Jamaican. And you're Rastafari. So when you go to Jamaica, before you do your show, do you go to the where you guys go to meditate and stuff when you do your songs?
Of course, you know, like where I live in Jamaica, I live in the bushes, you know, for lack of a better way of putting it. I don't live out in the city area, right? So my main focus is to be close to where the elements are. So basically, I live at the riverhead. There's a river that the head of the river is right there. So when I go there, you know it's all the four elements: the heat, air, water, and land. You know what I mean? So that's a beautiful thing, beautiful vibes, spiritual energy. And you know, like it's also mountainous. So I can always take a walk up all the way up into the mountain. It takes me, you know, like a good 20 minutes to reach up at the top of it, 20 minutes, half an hour. So it's always a good vibes. You know, when I get back there, it's like a re-energizing kind of vibration in Jamaica before I power back to Canada.
Wow. Well, that's good because, you know, we always hear the Rastafari and, you know, always, you know, they like to go back to the, you know, the roots and before you guys do your meditation. And, you know, we see a lot of doc shows, but, you know, they don't really tell. So that's why we wanted to ask you that specific question, because it looks like you're very into your rooted culture. That's yes. Right?
That is definitely something that is a part of me. My music is a reflection of that, right? It speaks about, you know, like a tranquil kind of vibes, and it's also spiritual in nature. It talks about the social issues and all these things. Being that, you know, we're the eyes and the ears of the people. We see things when we go out there. It's like when we go out in the city, you learn so much, and when you're in the bushes too, you learn a lot because, you know, the birds and, you know, all these things that are around, that surrounds you, you hear them, you know. And when you go out there, you see things, and then, you know, you put both of them together and you write songs. You get inspired that way.
Wow. You know, I'm just curious because that, you know, that is the role of the artist, right? Is to kind of bring realizations to people themselves, right? And I'm just curious because you kind of split your time between Canada and Jamaica, and then here we are with all this COVID situation, whether it's the virus itself or whether it's the government's response to it. I'm just curious your thoughts about this whole situation that the world is in right now.
Oh man, it's well, first and foremost, you know, like it impacts music, because I deal with music, and as we see it, like music is totally locked off, but it's something that I, you know, it's a thing that you know it's important to stay safe on all of this, but like I'm suspicious of what it really is.
Yeah.
Because um, some of the things that they say about it, and like lockdown and the social distancing and the mask and all these things, it takes away from that love that love vibe that people used to have. I
Yeah.
mean, yesterday, I was out, and for instance, a lady was in a vehicle, and I tried to approach her. She had her mask on, and I had my mask on too, right?
Yeah.
And I tried to approach her, and she was like pushing me back, saying that I got to stay my distance. And I'm going, but we both have masks on, so what's the problem here? But
Yeah.
it has made people so aware, not necessarily in a good way, but in a bad way, whereby people just, it's like a scorn kind of thing, and you feel like you're not loved when people shove you off like that. You know what I mean? So it is something that I hope that we can get back to normal. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's what gets me though. They're talking about, the new normal, right? And I just don't. It just seems that it's like people living in fear rather than
Exactly.
living with love.
Exactly. And those ones living in fear are, like, those are the ones who have this negative attitude towards others. Because when you're spiritual inclined, and that this is before COVID, everybody was like together, and music was all over the place. People were together, close knit. But ever since COVID, now everybody's so separated apart, and it's like nothing has really changed with majority of the people, right? The same, they're healthy just the same way. So all of a sudden, like, why can't we get together and enjoy life like we used to prior to COVID? It's strange. It's strange. And I mean, I understand that there are people who are dying, but obviously, people who are not as healthy, and they have a situation whereby their immune system is not strong enough to deal with it. Yeah, they will die. But I mean, like flu and all these things, I mean, people die from those things too if your immune system is not strong. But from it's strong and you're healthy, I don't see the danger of it, to be honest with you.
Well, and we were talking earlier in the show. I don't know if you saw it with our first guest, Yelena, right? But we need oxygen to be healthy.
Oh gosh, do we ever? Like, I to be honest with you, I don't wear, like, yesterday when I said I spoke to the lady, it was out of respect that I put my mask on, so that it's not like, hey, listen, don't come to me and talk to me without your mask. I put it on out of respect, but then she dissed me by saying, stay over there, like, stay over there. I don't want you close to me because this virus is here, and I'm going, but lady, so I just let her be. You know what I mean? But for me, I had a problem just the other day. I went into a store to purchase something, right? And I didn't have my mask on, and I was told that I could not stay inside there, right, unless I put my mask on. And I said, listen, I am exempt, because as a youngster, right, I was like, I was stifled by somebody, right? And ever since then, I'm afraid of anything going over my nostril, my nose, right? So I have to let them know that, listen, I am exempt, but that doesn't make a difference to a lot of people. They are so adamant about, what the system has told them, that, they don't care about you are your problem. They just, it's all about, hey, this is how it is. And if you can't deal with the way it is, then too bad, you will not be served. And it's like it's a precursor to me. You know, I'm a very spiritual person, right? It's a precursor to me to what's coming up, because it might just be that if you don't take the vaccination, then, you know, you won't be able to buy or sell, which is, you know, all over the book of Revelation. This kind of information is there, you know. So I try to, you know, put both of them together, and I see so many things that is now happening in reality. It's also there in the book, you know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely. Well, you know, I did have this button. I don't know if you can see it. It says, I am exempt. Oh, I should have made it bigger. I should have made it bigger, Lazah.
I see it. Yes, I see it.
Well, I want to ask Lazah Current, what type of legacy, when you have gone on, what that you want to leave here with the people?
Well, like I say, music is what I do, right? And when I see, for instance, what's happening in Jamaica, and I'm speaking about reggae music. When I see what's going on in Jamaica, there is a reggae industry happening in Jamaica. Now, you know, we are here, and it's like there's a lot of Caribbean people that are also here. But when I look, you know, and I hear, I'm not hearing or seeing a reggae industry. And there are lots of youngsters who are coming up, and they're, you know, they're definitely musicians and artists, and they're not seeing anything that they can say, wow, you know, there's something for us to actually go towards, or try to elevate towards, right? There's nothing like that. So I would love to be able to establish or help to establish some kind of industry here in Canada. I mean, we have you know, people here, they're playing the music, but there's underlying things that really is hindering the progress towards an industry. So I would like to be able to be one of those persons that help with whatever means necessary to, you know, have and leave an industry so that the youth can actually access that when they grow, and you know, particularly those who are musicians and artists.
Wow. Well, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, just a quick question. We don't have a lot of time here,
Right.
Lazah, but I'm really enjoying this conversation. But like, so is it, you know how like rock music, the music now that kids like is different than the rock music that I grew up. Is the Jamaican pop music today different, that the kids like today different from the reggae that you grew up with?
Well, yeah, there's a time when reggae, like during the Bob Marley era, right? Reggae was, you know, Jamaica was known for that, and is still known for reggae. But then there was a dancehall phase that came into being, and then it kind of, you know, like it got highlighted, and then reggae got kind of pushed back, right?
Yeah.
Now, as the world is in turmoil and all the things that are happening, I think there's a need for, you know, that spiritual comfort, right? And reggae music, I believe, provide that spiritual comfort, not necessarily the dancehall. The dancehall is all about, you know, dancing and enjoying oneself and all of that, right? But the music, reggae music, is the roots and the culture, and it's the message for the world.
Okay, well, here we go.
Thank you. We're going out with the song. Thank you for coming on, and you know what? Everybody bye for now. Thank you very much.
answer why. Rasta man, I tell them from how long. So make love control the mind. When you think it's peace and safety, one world order committing robbery. So we stop there. Where is the power of the people? Strength of the people, power of the people. Summoning the strength of the people, power to the people, great strength. Yeah. Where is the power of the people? Strength of the people, power of the people. Summoning the strength of the people, power to the people, great strength. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Babylon set up the one world order, piece it up the cash. I am a fan, World Bank have it all in a stash. Orchestrated to cause economical crash. Every nation get a lash. The youth still backlash. Vampire system, nothing can wash. So pass me the fire with the gas. Make it gas. Here we go like head. Make it smush, put them out like trash. Where is the power of the people? Strength of the people, power of the people. Summoning the strength of the people, power to the people, great strength. Yeah. Summoning the strength of the people, power of the people, strength of the people. Where is the strength of the people? Power to the people, great strength. Yeah. Hey, you can't control me, mind, so you can't conquer. System designed to pay your conquer. Word song with power from Jamaica to Uganda. Mind over matter. The you do with your intention to program. Can't succeed cause the guide and direction. Marcus can be set to rise for this occasion. 400 million is stronger than strong. Where is the power of the people? Strength of the people, power of the people. Summoning the strength of the people, power to the people, great strength. Yeah. Where is the power of the people? Strength of the people, power of the people. Summoning the strength of the people, power to the people.